being homeschooled HAMINATIONS. Now it's been a minute since we did a HAMINATIONS videos on this channel, so we not even wasting time. We're gonna get straight into it because boy, do I miss me some ham. Both figuratively and
Woo!
boy flying the airplane. What's that in his imagination while he at home? I always wanted to be homeschooled, but fortunately I went to public school, which I did not enjoy at all, to be honest.
Yeah!
That's how it be.
What's his deal?
Imagination.
We don't know. We just try to avoid him. He's a homeschooled kid. Oh. Hi, I'm Brian.
Oh, that can't be facts. They don't really be talking about homeschool kids like that. If anything, we thought the homeschool kids was like a legendary Pokemon.
Bryson, and I was a homeschooled kid, and...
That explains a lot.
How did I not see it earlier?
See? Told ya.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Hey, rude. There's such an unfair stigma against homeschooled kids. Everyone just thinks we're weird and cringe. But most homeschooled kids grow up to be well-adjusted members of society, and we're also usually smarter than average. Usually. Weird homeschooled kid is a reductionist stereotype that puts people like me in little boxes. You did pick the right box, though, I will admit. Looks like I do fit the stereotype there. Add it to the list right under dumb blonde. I was homeschooled until the 6th grade, and in all honesty, it was a great fit for me. According to this personality test I took...
Wait, did he say until the 6th grade?
And in all honesty, add it to the list right under dumb blonde. I was homeschooled until the 6th grade, and
I mean, but you not. I mean, you homeschooled. You were homeschooled, but you're not really a homeschooled kid. I feel like you really are. Come on, you're normal. By the time you go to school in 6th grade, like real school don't start till like 7th, 8th grade. That's when it's really like it's getting crucial.
And in all honesty, it was a great fit for me. According to this personality test I took, I am 96% introverted. So
How?
the calm of my home was a much better learning environment for me.
And what I mean by how is like, what test is that? Last time I took a test, I said I was an ambivert.
My mom even had me try public elementary school, and I really didn't like it. Large crowds of people just inflict psychic
Why
damage
is he barefoot?
on me or something.
Group of friends? Oh yeah, it's over with.
I'm pretty shy when getting to know people, and then all of a sudden, boom, I become the silliest goose of all time. You can tell how comfortable I am around you based on how annoying I'm being. There's a direct correlation.
It's exponential
Because
growth.
of this, I've always had a small but very close circle of friends that I really connect well with. But when I was young, I didn't know how to make friends, so I was given a pre-packaged, parent-approved circle of friends
Oh, he had little friend dates.
because our moms were friends and
Play
they'd get
dates.
together and let us Rugrats play. Hey guys!
That was like me and my cousins, because my family is real big. Like we got over 50 members, like of people that are like around my age.
Let's pretend we're wolves! Yeah!
Future furries.
Luckily, I grew out of this, unlike some of you. My mom did a great job teaching me. She
I'm
made
saying.
learning fun with field trips and games, and the one-on-one teaching worked very well for me. I couldn't do what she did. I'm horrified by how quickly my future kids' math homework will be beyond my knowledge. Instead of experiencing the rite of passage
I
of
mean,
crying
it won't even be like back then. School gonna be like Astro World. Kids gonna have like VR class.
the kitchen table as their dad tries to help them with their math assignment, they'll have the unique experience of crying with their dad about the math assignment.
Yeah.
What is 7 times 6? I'm genuinely asking. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't. There's too much AIs and chat GPTs to be this confused.
Another thing that amazes me about my mom is that whenever we had to move, she would plan these amazing cross-country road trips and make a vacation of it. We saw Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, the Liberty Bell, Four Corners, Redwood National
Nah,
Park.
I'll never forget. I drove all the way from like Boston to Florida, and I was a kid, but doing it as an adult. Hello? What just happened? What was that? Hello? Who's taking over my... I'm getting hacked?
Parks and all kinds of fun stuff. I can't imagine planning a big trip like that while raising 5 kids, teaching them how to read and do math, feeding them, and keeping them from fighting.
That's a super mom right there.
And to make things worse, she didn't even have GPS. She had to print out directions from MapQuest and just pray that she wouldn't make a wrong turn and get lost.
That's crazy.
I could not have survived
Super
that.
mom.
If there isn't a blue line showing me exactly where I need to go, I simply won't make it to my destination.
See, I was like that at first, but then I met somebody that like super promoted learning where you needed to go. Now I kind of know how to get around, you know, my local area and like maybe a little bit of the extended area. But beyond that, yeah, GPS my best friend. Over with.
People often think that homeschooled kids are really good at math and science, but really
STEM.
bad at social interaction. Unfortunately, I'm just bad at both of them. And I know I'm not the only one who feels inadequate watching those documentaries about gifted kids. They're all like,
At age 2, he was already speaking English and
Yeah, right. And then at age 7, they graduated from Harvard.
Spanish
Trust me,
fluently.
I know
By
exactly
age
what you mean.
6, he already graduated high school, valedictorian. And by age 10, he had a doctorate in neuroscience and astrophysics.
and just last month, he earned a Nobel Prize.
Where do those kids go? I be hearing those stories, but I don't ever really know what happens to them after that.
If someone made a documentary about me, it would be more like, at age 2, he finally learned to walk. By age 6, he learned how to not spill chocolate milk.
And by age 10, he was already drawing silly little pictures.
Yes.
The only time I remember being good at something in real school was a geography test, because my mom taught me a handy song to remember all 50 states. And I was also good at Punnett squares. So, if both your parents have the AB positive blood type, you having the O negative blood type doesn't make sense. This means either you have a mutated gene or your dad isn't really your dad.
Oof. He right though.
I may be a weird homeschool kid, but that comes with advantages. For
Yeah,
example,
look at the plushies. Yo, them plushies are tough. I like the burger one.
could a normal person make this? Introducing the hamburger plush. Get it? And the ham with hair plush. I had so much fun seeing these ideas come to life in such high quality. And while you're checking them out, don't forget to grab your very own HAMINATIONS sketchbook. It's got some sketches of mine in there to get your creative juices flowing. And look what happens
I ain't
when you
gonna lie.
flip through the corner of the page.
I ain't gonna lie, have you
Amazing.
He a businessman. Every video, it's a new product.
Use the link in the description to check them all out. Spending more time at home definitely helped develop my creativity. I was an imaginative kid by nature, but having art supplies, books, and toys while having access to a big backyard definitely nurtured my imagination. I seriously used to go outside and just vividly hallucinate that I was on a magical adventure. And
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of content creators though.
when my
Especially
friends
like people on like the more geekier side.
came over to play, we would
That
get
includes me. Don't think I'm just trying to diss ham, bro.
on the trampoline and one of them would say, pretend the trampoline is a spaceship and that we're astronauts. And so far as I was concerned, it was real.
Yeah, nah, no cap. That's how I feel.
All right, cadets. Today we're gonna be doing hyperspace training. Be sure to follow all protocols before charting a course. Cadet Josh, take the wheel. Okay, I'll take.
I wonder why it's so hard to tap into like this mindset when you get older. Like, you know how hard it is to do this when you're older? When you're younger, you could just look at something and it transforms just like this. But, once you pass like, what, 10? Yeah.
Take us to the
You're
stuffed
cooked.
animal galaxy. Boop.
Reality,
We can't get to the
responsibility.
stuffed animal galaxy directly. We'll have to make a detour in the petting zoo galaxy to avoid the cookie crumb asteroid belt. If we go straight there, the asteroids will destroy the ship. The controls are jammed. I can't turn it off. We're gonna crash.
Everyone, get to an escape pod.
Access denied.
The escape pods are locked.
It's too late. You fool. You've killed us all. No.
Yo.
Kids, you okay?
Can't you see that the spaceship exploded and we're dead now, Mom?
We need help, Ma.
That's nice.
But my imagination
I already
did
know her. Yeah, they mom's probably like, what's wrong with these kooky kids?
not stop there. I used to grab a bowl from the kitchen, go outside, gather an assortment of nature's finest materials into a bowl. Grass, leaves, herbs, berries, you name it. And I would pretend I was brewing a magical potion. Mom, drink this. It'll turn you into a
Drink? Nah.
giraffe.
No thanks. I'll just stick with my sandwich.
Fine, I'll drink it.
Bryson, don't!
Wow, it really worked.
GG.
Having a powerful imagination attention was a good
Yo,
thing in many
hospital
ways, but
immediately.
this also meant that I was scared very easily. Taking the trash out in the dark felt like a life or death experience.
Yeah, because your mind gonna make you imagine so many different creatures.
I was convinced that an evil clown or alien would kill me if I didn't do it as fast as I could.
I used to play this game called Checkpoint, right? And so what it was in my house. I would go downstairs to grab like a water bottle or something, but because we had stairs and everybody was sleeping in the house and it was all dark, I would have to run to a like a light switch, turn on the light, run to the next one, turn on, run to the next one, turn it on, because if I was in the dark too long, the monsters were going to get me. So when I got the water bottle, Checkpoint became a real serious game because I had to run, turn off the light, and as I'm running, I imagine there's something behind me. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's bad. Trust me, I understand. It's bad.
And of course, when I turned out the last light in the house, I had to run to my room as fast as I could so that a shadow demon wouldn't catch me. Even as an adult, I avoid horror movies. It's just not worth it to me. I'd rather be happy and sleep well. But I wasn't just susceptible to scary things in movies. I also fell victim to fear-mongering stories designed to make me more obedient from my parents.
This is Santa. If you're a good boy, he'll give you a present at Christmas.
Awesome!
And this is the boogeyman. If you're
Yeah.
a bad boy and disobey
Krampus.
us, he'll kill you.
Put you in a pot.
Slowly and painfully. He'll violently rip your arms off
Yo, his dad did that?
and use them to bash your head in.
Or is that his brother?
My dad really told me
Yo,
that
yo.
if I played too many games on the GameCube, that it would take over my mind and I'd never be able to stop playing. This scared me to my core, and it's the reason I didn't start playing a lot of video games until I was 14. But there is something to be said about how good it was for me to play outside all the time. I am grateful that I
Yeah, I was
didn't
about to say, you need to be playing outside when you like real young when your imagination still work like it do. Yeah.
fry all my dopamine receptors with an iPad at age 5. Instead, I spent my time in glorious nature eating dirt.
Yeah.
Having fictional fears that never came true was one thing, but even the real life stuff that I was scared of never came true. I honestly thought I would be on fire way more than 0 times. What's the point of knowing stop, drop, and roll if I never get to use it? Quicksand, tornadoes, the Bermuda Triangle, and piranhas haven't been an issue either. What I should have been scared of was housing prices and taxes. No one warned me about that. When I was 5, I was wasting my time watching Thomas the Tank Engine when I should have been investing in real estate. I probably could have purchased this house for 6 Lincoln Logs and a stick of gum, but now it costs $2 million. I'm such an idiot. But I digress. Plus, I'm not dead yet. The quicksand and tornadoes still have a chance to get me.
Yo.
While at school, my house, my teacher, my mom, would give me writing assignments. One of these assignments requested that I write a sentence with at least 50 letters in it, but I decided that was too hard. So to make it easier on myself, I wrote this. Look, Mom, it has 50 letters, just like you said. Even then, I was such a creative problem solver, but for some reason, my mom called it cheating. My mom even sent me to this art class at this lady's house with my friends, and she gave us all kinds of fun projects like paper mache, watercolors, and
We all been there.
collages, etc. I'm so glad I developed a love of art at such a young age, because art is such an amazingly fulfilling hobby, and I'm so lucky to be able to do it as a job. And now I have an amazing superpower. I can imagine anything I want and make it real by drawing it. See? But one of my art projects backfired badly. I decided that the next time I visited my friends that I wanted us all to pretend that we were Sonic characters. My brother Brody
How could that go bad?
had shown me how to draw Sonic, so I drew a bunch of Sonics with different props and different colors. I basically drew a bunch of Sonic OCs. Do not steal. And I wanted to staple the papers together into a book so that I could bring it to my friend's house and we could all pick which one we wanted to pretend to be. I grabbed the stapler and I stapled it directly onto my thumb. And at that moment, I finally understood why cartoon injuries were animated like this. Because
That's how it feels.
My finger has a heartbeat.
Like I said earlier, it was fun to play with the other homeschooled kids. But a frustrating part was that I was usually the one to pitch the game that we should play next. And it usually went something like this. How about we play tag? No. How about we play wizards? No.
See, that's why you gotta come up with the pass off rule. If I suggest something, the first person to say no got to pick the new game, because what are we doing? I just told you what we gonna do. You asked me what you want to do. I said it. Now y'all don't want to do it. So now you pick.
How about we play hide and go seek? I'll only play if Jenna plays. I'll only play if Rachel plays. I'll only play if Josh plays.
Please just say yes, Josh. Everything is riding on you.
I don't want to play. But then it was time to move again. I said goodbye to my friends. We did another cross-country road trip and arrived at our new house in California.
Yo, y'all went from what? That looked like Pennsylvania or maybe Carolina. Nah, that's not Carolina. That's like PA.
California. I made some new friends in the neighborhood, and it was time for me to take on public school. And I hated it. But it's okay to hate things. It builds character. Plus, my grades were really good if we're going by golf rules. And having my friends
If we're going by golf rules.
with me made it a lot easier. And now I am a very well-rounded, well-adjusted, socially adept young man.
Yeah, this is parties. Yup.
Yeah, me and my cousin were hanging out, and we built a Lego set the other day.
You like Lego? I love Legos. Did you know that Lego was invented in 1932 in Denmark by a man named Ole Kurt Christiansen? Originally, they were just wooden toys, but eventually they started making interlocking plastic bricks to create a system in which all their toys could be linked together. Despite many hardships, including their factory burning down, Ole and his family persevered and continued to manufacture the unique
I've been there, bro. People don't want to hear you ramble.
brick system. Then in 1978, the Lego minifigure as we know it was created. Minifigures are a high-value collector's item. In fact, a recent study showed that buying Lego sets was a better investment than the stock market because of how well they hold their value. This means that buying and building Lego sets isn't just a fun hobby, it's a smart way to use your money.
Whole party over.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out those new for my money button. You never know when I'm gonna.
All right, well, that was HAMINATIONS being homeschooled. Honestly, good video. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed it. I think every time HAMINATION drops, it's an amazing banger. He probably gonna get a Netflix show eventually, to be honest. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I'll see you next one, bro. Peace out.